Segirinya Grace osinzidde maka ag'omugenzi Jacob Oulanyah otulaga ateyo ekiriyo naffe wano wetuli tuli lalogi era nga lino essomero mugenzi Jacob Oulanyah we yasomera nga bwe muwulidde gye twasokedde eri mu katawuni ba OKUZIIKA nga boogera nti basoma naye kuva mu primary 1 paka mu P7 awo we yasomera okuva eno ate nafuuka omwana ow'ensonga mu ggwanga Uganda bwe yagenda Laibi n'agendako Kololo University Makerere n'amasomero amalala naye nga awo nnyo okuva ewaka waliwo akatemerero naye mu biseera ebyo batambuzanga bigere ate batambuliranga mu bigere okuva Basegirinya gye bali okujja wano okugenda amaaso n'okusoma era nga okwekisaawe eky'essomero lino kyekisa kiwalingiddwa okubanga kigenda kukolanga airfield olunaku olwaleero nga baaniriza omubiri gwa Speaker Jacob Oulanyah akawungeezi akaleero tusuubira nti bwe tunaba tubajja Kololo nga abagu airlifting oba nga bagutadde ku nnyonyo guleeta byonna tujja kubanga tubibalaga ku Soul TV butereevu ng'enkola yaffe bw'ebeera naye nga ekiri wano olaba nti poliisi ekakanya poliisi eno ekola ku butujju eya counter terrorism abajjat joint anti-terrorism egatta ebitongole bya security ebyenjawulo mu kulwanyisa obutujju ne bannaffe amagye agennyini Army ndaba ne FFU Field Force Unit n'ebitongole ebyokwerinda ebirala byonna biri wano we bagenda okubanga batuusiza omubiri gwa Jacob Oulanyah olunaku olwaleero nkugambye nti nga bwe tunabikulaga bwe binaaba biwedde ate embaga endala egenda kubeera wano we tuli ssaawa zino nti buli muntu kaakati mu kitundu kino yeesunga kulaba butyana ddi lwe bagenda okulabika nti batuusa omwana we waabwe oba omwana w'ekifo kino gye tuyita empologoma ye Omoro eyavudde mu bulamu bw'ensi eno naye nga bwe tukitegeezeza anti ebyokwerinda byamaanyi nnyo nnyini eddala nga bwe mugenda maaso n'okulaba kumpi buli ensonda wano we tuli eyiiriddwamu ab'ebyokwerinda okulabika nti tewabeerawo obuzibu nga baleeta omubiri gwa Jacob Oulanyah ajjukira ku mugenzi Lokech ekyaliwo kyali kyamaanyi nnyo nti abantu bakuluguka okuva mu bifo ebyenjawulo okulabika nti bajja wano naye enkola y'eno bweri abantu okuva kumpi lwe yafa ate bagenda maaso nakukola mirimu gyonna abagenda maaso nakulabika nti bakungubaga kaakati olwaleero lwe lunaku mulindwa n'abeeno lwe banaafuna okulabika nti balaba ku nsanduuko egenda okubeeramu omubiri gwa mutuuze munnaabwe Jacob Oulanyah eyava mu bulamu bw'ensi eno wiiki kumpi kati nga 3 eziyise ekiri wano kye kino kitugenda maaso n'okulaga tusuubira nti wezinaweereeyo ssaawa nga 9 n'ekintu omubiri gwe gujja kubanga ate gumaze okutuusibwa wano era mu kasaawa ako ak'essomero lyennyini we yasomera we bagenda okulabika nti ate baguteeka nga bwe nkugambye nti ekifo kyonna kiri cordoned bakisibyeko obuguwa obwa bannaffe aba security obutakkiriza bantu kulabika nti bakituukako bwe tutuukiddewo ng'embwa za poliisi ezigenda maaso n'okukonga olusu zigenda maaso n'okuwunyiriza mu kifo kyonna okulabika nti kiri sekyuwa tekiri mu buzibu bwonna ekyo kye tusanze wano we tuli naye nga nkugamba nti ebyokwerinda buli ddakiika eyitawo byongera kunywezebwa ajjukira nti agenda kuleetebwa olunaku olwaleero era atwalibweko mu maka ge ancestral home wano Basegirinya we bali ate olunaku olw'enkya tusuubira emikolo egy'enjawulo tusuubira olukiiko olwa disitulikiti okutuula okusiima emirimu gy'akoze era ekifo ekyo batujja kikulaga nga bwe kigenda maaso n'okuyooyootebwa kumpi Kinyanampindi ne akaage we bategekise tents we bagenda omusiimira n'ebirala n'ebyenkya gyebiri naye nga olunaku olwaleero lwe lusinga obukulu ate mu bulamu bw'abantu abaakula era ababadde bawangaala ne Jacob Oulanyah embeera bweti bweri nga bwe nkugambye nti security eri tight nnyo nyene ddala naye byonna tujja kubanga tubikutuusa olaba nti amagye baga deployinga security buli kitongole kya security kibiri deployed wano nga boogenda maaso n'okulaba mu kiseera kino mugenda kunzikiriza ngenda kubanga njogerako ne RDC w'ekitundu kino tusobodde omusinkana ng'agenda maaso n'okwasaganya ensonga eza security wano we tuli Mr. RDC. Morning.
Good morning.
Sorry for what happened.
It has happened, and once it has happened, we cannot reverse it. Yes.
How did you receive the news of late Jacob Oulanyah's death?
It was shocking. It was shocking. It was surprising. But then we know, as human beings, we have life and death.
How is the situation in Omoro right now?
The situation in Omoro is very calm. It's calm. People are united. People have accepted. People are prepared to have a decent send-off of our Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament.
How about when it comes to security situation in Omoro as we prepare for his burial? Because you can compare or Rokeki's burial. You remember what happened, threats and what have you. How have you prepared as per security?
We are very much alive and awake to the fact that we lived in the world of today where there are terrorists. And with terrorists, we leave no room in terms of preparation for security. So via security, security is paramount. The security are on the ground. There is everywhere we have the security. And this security is not to scare away people from coming to give our brother, our fallen brother, a befitting send-off. But it is, the security is intensified just for the purposes of ensuring that protection of life and property is in place. Yes, the security is here in place. We have very high level security preparedness. Our information antenna is so high. Even in the sky, we have the zoom monitoring everything that you may not see with your naked eye. Yes.
You have drones up.
We cannot leave anything for security purposes because you have mentioned it right that in the burial of the late IGP Lokesh, the deputy IGP Lokesh, there was an attempt by sadists, people who are anti-government, people who are anti-peace, wanted to bomb the place. But with proper security preparedness, they were able to be nipped from the bud, and all that had been prevented. So in a situation of national nature like this, we do not take it for granted because they are sadists who would want to come and derive their happiness out of tormenting people. So we are prepared. The whole region is prepared.
Yeah, akusinzira kwa DC, they are prepared. Abalabi baffe ekimulaba ekifaananyi ekirala mulaba ku palamenti omu bode ya late Jacob Oulanyah banatero gifulumya mu palamenti kyekyo kimulaba guard of honor abagitaddewo awo okulayika nti bagifulumya mu kitiibwa ekijjuvu okugitwala ekololo kyekifaananyi ekirala kitugenda maaso n'okubalaga ku tiimu yaffe eri ku palamenti essaawa zino naye nga wano we tuli we bagenda okubanga watuukibwa omulambo. I think I'm right. The body will be airlifted to this place.
Yes, the body is coming to land here. Yes.
At around what time?
We're not sure, but first of all, the exercise in the Kololo, there is they are giving the final respect from Kololo. From there, then the body will be airlifted here, so that we have the body at his ancestral burial home, and then the final preparation for the national event will take place on Friday in a nearby school next to his home.
And what will be the program after the body reaches here?
After the body reaches here, the body will be taken home, and there will be a small prayers, and then the body will be sent to rest in his house. And tomorrow there will be a joint council sitting because the late, other than being a Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, he was also the national vice chairperson for Northern Region. And Northern Region is composed of 3 sub-regions. That is Lango sub-region, Asoli sub-region, and West Nile sub-region. There is going to be a joint council composed of all those district councillors. But this time they have invited only the DEC members. So each district will send 8 members to participate in the joint council to give him final respect. So the joint council will take place at his home tomorrow to give them, for them to give him a final respect.
Mr. Aladisi, why is it that the public is anticipating violence when the body arrives here and during the burial?
No. Some of those things, are, of course, has been instigated by the misinformation and disinformation on the social media. Of course, here we have system. Of course, here we have leaderships. The cultural leaders, the religious leaders, and the political leaders. They have guided, because there were some people, when the news of the death broke out, Some people were sending, in fact, negative informations, which does not unite people. It was instead trying to disunite people and incite people. But then eventually, that has been countered with the facts. Some of these things we deal in the facts and tell people when something happened like this. In fact, when people have lost lives, it is important for people to be united. It is important for people to mourn as one team. And you do not need to talk so much and be sending negative information.
Yeah, because people are like, why always, actually, after the death of General Cage, now the speaker and what have you. It's like you've worked hard to calm down the community.
Yeah, that is the area we are talking about. And that is the thing that some people can exploit in a manner which is not proper. Of course, life, after life, next is death. And we do not know how death is designed for us. We are talking with you here. It could be the next thing that you are not there. I am not there. Anybody who is living is actually risking to die. There's no option. And when it has happened, you can't reverse the status.
Aladisi, you're the head of security in the district. Will you be screening mourners tomorrow and even today?
That is the normal practice for security measures, because anything that can cause grievous bodily harm or even bodily harm, sharp object, those things should not be allowed in the venue. That is normal. That's why we are going to see a lot of security, and you are seeing a lot of these security personnel. It is not to stop mourners from coming, but it is to guarantee the safety of person and property of people who would come to mourn here. So there is going to be those check-up. Of course, you can't come here when you are armed with knives or any sharp object that can cause harm. That one will be taken off by the security so that people mourn and give our Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the deceased, a befitting send-off.
On a personal level, have you been known to the late Jacob Oulanyah?
I am one of his students of School of Thought. He is my mentor. He is my mentor. I describe him as a very committed cadre of the National Resistance Movement. He is a man who loves development. He's a reconciler. He's a pacifier. He is such a person you cannot finish any word to describe him. If you think about how he is eloquent, he is an orator. He is one person who has mastered the art of steering Parliament. Of course, fitting his shoes may not be so easy.
You're right.
He is such a person with sense of humor. We have lost a philosopher. We have lost a philanthropist. But of course, as cadres, we must soldier on and leave his legacy on. But we lost a very big person. We lost a person who is having love for the people. You will hear the number of people that he has been helping in this community. This is the primary school where he studied.
Oh.
This is his primary school. Going down there at his home, that is the school that he has helped put in place, where he was also trying to build homes for the teaching staffs on his own initiative, building and finishing it up. He was trying to encourage the people in this village to move away from the traditional grass thatch house into having roofed iron sheet house. Yes, some of it will be seen there. In fact, you will even see that in the function tomorrow, where they are going to have a function. There are two churches. One is for Church of Uganda, another one is for the Catholic Church. They are all have a difference of about 100 meters or so. He was treating all of them equally, meaning he did not look at our religious difference, he did not look at our traditional difference, he did not look at our cultural difference, he did not look at our party difference. He was a person who loves humanity.
Mr. Aladisi, before you leave you, do you have any message to the community, actually community, to the people who are going to attend the ceremony, and generally the mourners?
Generally, the mourners, the people of Asholi sub-region, the people of Lango sub-region, the people of West Nile sub-region, the people of Uganda at large, let's be united in this. Let's come and give our fallen Kada a befitting send-off. It is a time we must remain united. It is a time we must be in love. It is a time we should be together to ensure whatever we have, the stability we have, is kept in place, and then we move for the betterment of our country. That is all. Come in clean heart, come with big numbers. Let's have our head united. Let's have our hearts united. Let's have our hands united to send our fallen cadre in a befitting manner. That is the only request, and that's the only call we make. He was a man who did not have his hand tainted in anything. He was not into any allegation of corruption or whatever the case may be. That is the legacy we should praise him for.
He has been a pillar in fighting corruption.
That is the legacy we should praise him for, and that is the legacy we should actually call upon God to get a replacement of 100,000 of a person like him. That's the only thing that we can ask God, that you've given us him, you've taken him away from us. So for now, give us 100 times the one you have taken.
Thanks a lot, RDC.
Thank you.
Name, sir?
My name is Onyuk Andrew, and I'm the resident district commissioner for Omoro. Onyuk Andrew. Yes.
Tuyanza nnyo tuyanzeege Mr. RDC. Bwe bityo bwe biri esayidi eno tulaba nti okwetegeka kweyongera okulabika nti ate gye bujjakoko katono baleeta omubiri gwa Jacob Oulanyah wano wetuli essaawa zino. Essomero lino muliraba Lalogi Primary School. Asimanyi oba ekifaananyi eyo kiraga bulungi. Eno yewali ekipande ekiraga RDC atugambye nti eno former school ye Lalogi Primary School, Lalogi Sub-County Gulu District wano wenyini we yasomera obusomero obwo obusooka nga by then I think it was Gulu District, now it's Omoro District, so they forgot to change the billboard. Naye nga yali Gulu, now Omoro District wano we yasomera mu biseera we yasomera obusomero obwa wansi. Ekiri ku palamenti obudde bwonna bagenda kubanga omubiri gwa Jacob Oulanyah speaker the late bagujjawo okugutwala ekkololo, era kyekyo ekifaananyi kimugenda maaso n'okulaba ku mpewo abalabi baffe aba Salt TV byonna tugenda kubanga tubibatuusaako nga bwe tuzze tukola bukyangava mu bulamu bw'ensi eno affe tweyama bweyami nti Salt TV bwetandika ate abalala bakwebera, naye nga kyemulaba eyo ate kyekiri ku palamenti. Ttiimu yaffe egenda maaso n'okugoberera ensonga eziri erudde eyo, ate nga naffe erudde eno atugenda maaso n'okugoberera ekiri wano nga tukibalaga. Nkugambye nti ezembwa zemulabye tezizze kuluma bantu nedda, era mukyaziraba zizze nti sniffer dogs zigenda maaso n'okulabika nti ziwunyiriza ebifo byonna we banaabeera, waleke kubeerawo threat yonna ey'abatujju oba obutujju. Kyekyo kimugenda maaso n'okulaba, era y'ensonga lwaki mulaba nnyo nga tulina counter terrorism wano nnyingi nnyo, kubanga abo be bakikwasaganya abwe kituuka mu mbeera yonna erimu ebintu ebyekuusa kuyamba bannayuganda obutatuusibwako obulabe bwonna nga bwekuusa ku bannaffe abo abatujju abagenda maaso n'okutega bbomu. Kati olaba omusirikale alingiza ne wansi eyo okulaba eba eyo nayo wali secure oba wali safe, kyekyo kyobadde olaba, naye nga akeetalo kamaanyi nnyo wano wetuli abantu balinda bulinzi okulaba nga Jacob Oulanyah akomawo gyazaalwa ku ssomero kwe yasomera kwe bagenda okumutuusiza oluvannyuma bamwambuse erudde eri nga bwe tugijja okubanga tubalaga affe kwetuli era weetuli okubatuusaako buli kimu. Naye eno embeera nzikakkamu nnyo nnyini ddala, tewali kulima, tewali ki, abantu baawummula kati weeks 3 okutuuka nga bamaze okulabika nti bamuziika. Simanyi muganda wange Segirinya Grace woolyawo kyekiriwo, twalese eyo tent bagenda maaso n'okulabika nti baziteeka waggulu, newaka tulese nga bayooyoota. Simanyi oba waliwo ekyenjawulo ekiriwo, bwe kibaawo njagala nkuddize ku muzindaalo ate otubulire developments endala eziri erudde eyo, bw'ote nga naffe tweyongereyo tubalage ate wagenda okubeera emikolo gy'enkya ki ekiriwo, kubanga buli kimu ekiri mu Omoro tujja kubanga tukikutuusaako ate nga tukikutuusaako butereevu. Grace Segirinya, nzikiriza omuzindaalo ngukuddize nga ne bannaffe abali ku palamenti bagenda maaso n'otulaga ekiri ku palamenti, ate naawe otubulire ekiri maka ga late Jacob Oulanyah mu kiseera kino. Segirinya, omuzindaalo gugwo.